Hi guys, so welcome. This is my humble home and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon for the readings. And I have been, I only got back home a little while ago, so I just need to fix myself some coffee quickly. So welcome to my kitchen. This is my kitchen, what it looks like. I have just enough space for myself. I think if anybody else comes in here, there's just going to be chaos. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining, and welcome. I hope that you have had an amazing day. Oh, your day is still busy in South Africa, isn't it? It's your lunchtime, I believe. So I hope you've got a cup of coffee or tea or something. I'm a coffee freak, so I normally, sometimes I do have a few bags of rooibos tea actually, but I don't drink that often. So normally I take my coffee black with no sugar, and then I just add a little bit of cold water. So welcome everybody, thank you so much for joining. I'm happy to be with you guys again. Okay, so I am ready. So I have this is my kitchen. And that would be my bathroom window. And then I have a sliding door on this side. Okay, sorry, I'm trying not to mess. And this is my my little house. Yes. I really hope that you guys are able to hear me clearly. Do send me messages. So I'm going to sit here in my little corner. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Let me just put my coffee down. And then I just need to bring my phone down a little bit. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. So I just made myself a cup of coffee quickly. I was running around most of the day. I went to visit Ashley, and Ashley sends her love, and she says she's so thankful for, okay, there we go. I think this is fine like this. Oh, I need to get my glasses. Sorry, one moment. Okay, there we go. Hi guys, welcome. So I visited Ashley today, and she's doing good under circumstances again. So her UTI, she had not a very good case of urinary tract infection. So that seems to be sorted out since about Monday. And oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that the video is clear. Okay. Wow. What is this now? My fourth attempt, I think. And finally, or the fifth, it is clear. Hi guys. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me in my home here. And so I was just telling you guys about Ashley. She says, thank you so much for all of your support again. And she is stunned to learn about the Back Hey Buddy campaign, Ashley Westhuizen's fight for freedom. So she's just like, I can't believe it. It is just so cool. It's just so amazing. So thank you so much once again to Zane for contacting me, reaching out to me last week. I think it was last week, Tuesday night, yes. So I've now learned something new. So there was a space where I could actually add links. So you guys can let me know if you, what it looks like from your side maybe. So I just couldn't find for some strange reason, I couldn't find the link for Instagram. So I've got TikTok, I've got YouTube, and I've got the Back Hey Buddy link there as well. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting us through Back a Buddy. We are really so grateful to you guys. Bless you guys so much. So I had a quick peek just before I came live, and I saw we were standing on, is it 46,000 or 45,000? I think 45,670 odd rand or something. So that is, wow, that is really amazing. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you. Hi, Zane. Are you watching me too? Thank you so much for reaching out. You're so amazing. And for really, oh my word, he's been on my case. I think, was it on Thursday? I said to, no, it was actually on Wednesday. I said to him, you know what, Zane? This is getting too much for me, because, you know, I've got a lot of other stuff happening, you know, in the background and stuff, and I just get tired so much. I just don't have the capacity anymore. So I'll get back to you on Thursday. But then he's like, oh, just tell me if I'm too much. So no, thank you so much. You see, that would be me normally, pushing people to just get things done as quick as possible, because it is important. And, you know, we've got other projects as well, or, you know, a person has got other projects as well. So, but then now, this time I'm on the receiving end. So anyway, but I was feeling refreshed. I think, was it by Wednesday evening or something like that? And yeah, so it's up and running, and praise the Lord for that. If that is the way that He has chosen to provide through, or one of the ways, then so be it then. I'm grateful for that. Okay, so Ashley is doing good. Her UTI was sorted out. For you guys only recently joined now. I'm very happy for that. And then she had something under her foot. And it was troubling her, so she got an ointment, and it was so amazing, because the previous one she had to, I don't know what she used, but she, like, you know, she made a big hole in her foot apparently, trying to get this root of this thing out. And so she went to the doctor after I contacted the embassy at that time, and about the UTI, that she needs to get help quickly, and the right medication and such. And then so she went to see the doctor, and he gave her an ointment, and it was like 2 weeks, and this thing is just gone, she says. It's so amazing. Thank you, Dorothy. Only by God's grace, I won't be able to do anything without His grace, that's for sure. Without Jesus Christ, I'm nothing. I wouldn't have been able to get up years ago even. So yeah, praise the Lord for that. Okay, so if you've got questions or anything, you are welcome to send that. But I'm going to start reading now, because I know. So my best friend told me, do you know what, Lynn, this is South Africa, and we don't have a lot of data, so don't just get over and done with quickly. Okay, Maury, I will, my dear friend, because in Thailand, the data just goes on forever. I mean, I'm watching YouTube, I'm streaming. The data just doesn't, you know, it doesn't end. So anyway, it's amazing. I'm very happy for that. Okay, so the very first letter that Ashley wrote to her page was back in December of 2022, I believe it was between Christmas and New Year. So it says, hey guys, it's been a while since I've used social media, and although I'm not actually typing these words, they are mine. Knowing about this page and hearing that there are quite a few out there supporting me, I thought, why not write to you myself? For those of you that haven't actually met me, hi, this is me, Ashley. I'd shake your hand, but the thing is, well, see, I'm in Thai prison at the moment, and not the ideal situation, I'll admit, but it did at least bring you guys to me. So welcome to my page. A thank you is certainly long overdue, And what better time to express my gratitude than during the holiday season? Today, I'm thankful for all of you, because a single voice is difficult to hear. But all of us together, I trust we'll be able to make a lot of noise when the time comes. But for now, I hope you won't mind seeing more of me in your feed. Big hugs, Ashley. So this was written back in December of 2022, between Christmas and New Year. Yeah, and those words, guys, when the time comes. So amazing. Okay, so the first, I've tried to put these stories of her in different categories. So this one is Ashley's reflection journal, number 1. Okay, so my life, a work of art. The idea of making my life a work of art appealed to me since that very first moment of inspiration, and although I don't quite recall its origin, it made a lasting impression on me. The very notion of a life replete with resplendent colors and a myriad of moments overflowing with a vast array of figures, faces, words, voices, and experiences absolutely charmed and delighted me. And though vaguely aware of these inevitable shadows, tints, and irregular lines that make their way into every piece, I never fathomed what it would be like to live through them in reality. But perhaps for this particular period of my life, it is the sudden shock followed by such longevity that causes me at times to only see the abyss and then forget that this isn't the picture in its entirety. To prevent myself from falling into that abyss, I'd very much like to step back, step out, and come and take a fresh look at it. But in my confinement, there is nowhere to step out to, and so I must turn inwards and look upwards. And I draw my strength from 3 simple words: nothing is permanent. Love, Ashley. And yes, that is so true. Nothing is permanent, and this too shall pass. We just got to keep our focus on Jesus, trust God through our faith, and growing spiritually to become to become godly people. Yeah. Some food for thought. So the next, I think this was written around about January of 2023. So the third piece that she wrote was February 2023. And this one is called The Visiting Room. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And please do let me know about the links. Are you able to see the links? Thank you for all of your support. I saw Ashley, and she sends a love to you guys, and she's so grateful. And for the Backer Buddy as well, the Ashley Oosthuizen's Fight for Freedom, it's called. And so thank you so much for your support. Yes, please do share to your family, your friends, and social media. We do appreciate that. And all funds raised will go towards Ashley's daily living expenses, and then as well as mine. At the moment, we still have a little bit of savings, but it is running out quickly. So we do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Zane, from Backer Buddy, who reached out to me last week, Tuesday. Really do appreciate it. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so the third one, written in February 2023, was the visiting room, the first part. It's the walk that I know so well. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 locked doors being opened and letting me through. And this walk, it knows me too, through all the varieties of my footsteps, sometimes weighing down the earth itself, at times awkward from walking out of tune in the string of prisoners, and other times, albeit light and easy, still somewhat constrained because of having to refrain from breaking into a run. The short walk brings me to my chair. Mine only in the sense that I sit there each time, because in no other way can anything in here belong to me. Slightly out of breath, I sit myself down. 1 meter across from me is an identical chair, or so I assume. I've never actually seen it because of this barrier. The glass window is screened with the worst kind of diamonds, those made of iron coated in a shade of paint that might have been bright many years ago, now flaking off, framed with thick steel bars, not allowing for any contact with the window in between, except perhaps a finger or two, as though it was their intention to never have it cleaned so that clouds of dust may gather to further obstruct our view. My gaze stays fixed on the door, with only momentary lapses where my eyes dart to the clock and back. My legs are restless and I fiddle with my hands, all without moving my head. A sense of propriety keeps me in check, but inside, my beating heart gallops away, only to come to a sudden halt for a brief moment, as I'm flushed with emotion in recognition. She's here. I reach out my palm to feel hers, and each time I wonder if this will be the day that, with combined power of our hands and our earnest wish for human touch, we'll be able to somehow break through this barrier. And every day, it isn't. We lift our hands all the same to pray, to ask for strength, to seek guidance, and give thanks. I open my eyes. I meet those of my first love I've ever known, my mother. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you are spending this day celebrating love, whatever kind it may be. From me to you with love, Ashley. And then part 2, the visiting room. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us, for joining me, actually. But it just feels as if Ashley is always here. So, yes, thank you so much for joining. And I hope you've got your cup of coffee or tea or whatever, enjoying your lunch if you've got your lunch hour. Thank you once again for your support, guys. Really appreciate it. And Ashley is also very thankful. Bless you guys. Okay, the second one, or the part number 2 from the visiting room, and this was written March 2023. So this is me. Yes, I'm not going to show you this action. Maybe sometime in the future, but right now, I better not. Anyway, okay, so she used to leap in, but has since been reprimanded by the conservative Thai staff, and now enters not by launching into a jeté, but by trying her best to contain the emotions that are the obvious cause of the exuberant entrance, quite far from the elderly officer's comprehension. And now simply walks in as fast as one possibly can before it becomes running, gesticulating expressively with her hands, careful not to stretch out her arms too much, and attempt to meet the officers halfway, while still allowing her motherly excitement to show. Guys, that is so hard for me. not to run, not to jump, and to swing my arms as I walk into the room and I see her. So yeah, that is just so hard. But anyway, I try my best not to. Any case, let's continue. So she brings with her the memory of the halcyon days of my youth, those that now seem so far gone. I sometimes wonder if, perhaps, I read about it in some book. But of course not, says the brightly colored nails. Can't you feel as giving your body a hug? Asks the clothing that I identify as pieces I'd be wearing as well, if only I had the chance to rummage through my mother's closet as in days of old. I lovingly smile as I take in the image of hair that gets to dance wildly in the wind and goes bathing in the salty sea, to come out and be kissed dry by the rays of a golden sun. Everyone in here will tell you the same thing. Outside, the sun shines. Inside, it's gorgeous. But nowhere is life without its troubles, and I know, although it feels like the most natural thing in the world having my mother near me, nothing about it is normal. And who would be able to comprehend if you yourself didn't leave behind life as you know it, to come and live abroad under such circumstances as these, and not just anywhere, but in a southern Thai village where hardly any of the locals speak English. Not only is there a language barrier, but a completely different way of thinking and operating. So even in communicating with the few who know a handful of English words, it's a near constant game of charades that involves a lot of guessing and demands much more effort and patience than we used to in the Western world. But I'll not expound upon these endless frustrations and struggles and all these various shapes and sizes because, look, she's here. We pick up those well-used off-white telephones, not unlike a starving man would grab a morsel of food, and our 15 minutes begin. What will it be today? Animated chit-chat and guileless laughter? Will we touch heavy subjects, treading lightly, because we know that this clock has never been magnanimous, and should we dive too deep? Perhaps there won't be enough time to come up for air. Sometimes there are moments of silence as the lumps in our throats prevent words from coming out, though our eyes never fail to communicate. And this I know, that I may not be allowed to feel the warmth of my mother's embrace, but being here in prison offers something no screen will ever be able to give us. It's these intangibles that make every second worth it for the both of us. And so, despite all its shortcomings, my favorite place in prison would certainly be the visiting room. Love, Ashley. Okay, guys. I hope my reading was okay, and I hope I wasn't going too fast or too slow. So do give me some suggestions. I hope that you enjoyed that. And I am aiming to do this every Friday. And yeah, there's quite a lot of posts, writings from her. I think we're on number 32 now. So I will attempt to read one or two, depending on the length, obviously, on every, probably this time every week, if this works for you guys. So you can all, please always just send me suggestions. I'm always open for suggestions. And yeah, thank you for joining. And Ashley is doing well. We're very grateful for you guys, as always, for your support, no matter in what way. Thank you so much for your prayers. And yes, do let us know if you've got any questions. And thank you so much for supporting Back Hey Buddy. campaign, Ashley Oosthuizen's Fight for Freedom, that came to life on, I think it was on Saturday night. Well, it was Saturday night on my side in any case. So thank you so much. Up to date, I think the total is, that was raised up until now, is about 44,600 or something, or 45,000. I think it's probably 45. So thank you so much once again, guys. We really do appreciate. And yeah, now's your chance. If you want to send any questions, please feel free to do so. Hope you've got your coffee. So my, okay. Okay, so Melanie, thank you, dankie vir jou boodskap. Ek het per ongeluk op jou blad afgekom en ek moet sê, jy is 'n inspirasie vrou. As meer mama, jy, by hulle kinders kan jy staan soos jy. Ons bid saam met jou. Baie dankie vir jou gebede. En sonder Jesus is daar geen manier nie. I've tried it. It doesn't really work. Not really, it doesn't work at all. It might feel that it works for a while, but apart from Jesus Christ, I can do nothing. And yeah, only grace, and I'm so thankful for that. Yes. Oh, Zane, thank you for your message. He says lots of recurring donations coming through the last few days. Thank you so much, guys, for those recurring donations. We really appreciate it. That means that we can know that each and every month there will be 100 Rand or 500 Rand or whatever coming towards the fund. That is amazing. If you guys are able to donate a small amount every month, apparently there is a setting that you can choose to make it a recurring payment. Yeah, so thank you so much. We really appreciate it. This is quite something for me, because I've never been the person that would ask anybody for anything. So and it's still not easy, but I'm thankful, and Ashley certainly is as well. Thank you, Mary Ann. Yeah, glad that we can share our lives, so that hopefully you guys will be encouraged. And yeah, only grace, I can tell you that. There were many a time in the beginning that, you know, if I would take my focus off Jesus, and it still happens sometimes. It still does happen. It happened in the beginning of the year at some stage as well. And then I would just hit the ground, you know, and it's like, oh my word, I just want to die, you know. And if it's like that for me, I cannot even start to imagine what it's like for Ashley. She's grown spiritually so much, and I just praise God for that. It is amazing, because to keep sane in a situation like that, as I said, even for me in the beginning, it was, oh my word, it was crazy. Sometimes I would come home from work, I would just go into my little study, close the door, and fall on the ground literally, and just start to weep before God. But at the end of the day, He's faithful, and He's there. He says He will never leave us nor forsake us, and that is so true. It gets easier in the way that when you decide to follow Christ, and there is only one way to Father God, and that is through Jesus Christ and what He's done on the cross for us, is that, you know what, it gets a little bit easier to bring back, and with fellow believers as well, to remind you to come back. Thank you, Zane, for that link that you sent there. I hope that you guys can see my links as well. I did put it on. I saw the settings, so hopefully it is visible to you guys. yeah, so it does become a little bit easier in time, but it takes a lot to just keep going and not to, you know, to fall. And it still happens, but we are able to get up quicker. Yeah. And Sharon, hi, welcome so much. And I'm so sorry you only joined now, so you missed the readings. You will have to catch up on the video later. And for some other reason, I cannot seem to be able to download the live streaming from Facebook to my device. So I'm unable to do this live streaming to share it to YouTube. So I'm learning at a crazy pace. And Zane has been trying to teach me some tricks, but now I still need to go back and actually make notes. He's been such a great help. Thank you so much. You're just amazing. So guys, oh yeah, I've got a testimony actually about that. How could I forget? Oh my word. So there I was again, moaning and groaning to God on Tuesday morning. And I said, Lord, please just send me someone to help me with a legal kind of funding thingy or whatever, because it seemed as if I wasn't going to come right with GoFundMe. So I've got quite and this was not specifically actually for Ashley and myself. I'm involved in quite a little bit more than just meets the eye. And I've been praying about this to God. So anyway, so this was specifically actually for, for these missions and stuff. And so I said to him, please just send me someone that could help me to set up a fund. And this was Tuesday morning. So Tuesday night, I struggled to sleep a little bit, or to fall asleep. Sometimes for a day or two, I would lie awake for like 1 hour, whatever, then get up, have a glass of milk if I've got milk in my fridge, go back to sleep. So this happened on Tuesday, and then I decided, don't normally like to go onto my phone at those stages, but anyway, so I opened my phone again. I would normally switch it off during night times, and I saw Zane's message, and it was like, oh my Lord, I cannot believe this, but I've prayed for it. So glory to God, and I said if this was the way that he wanted to provide, then so be it. But yes, this now is specifically for Ashley and myself. But everything has got its time, that I have learned as well. So yes, that is, I just want to tell you guys that God does provide, and he uses different people, different platforms, I suppose. There's so many ways, and he is not limited at all. So yeah, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for supporting, and we really, really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, I cannot wait for that day when I can pick up Ashley. It sometimes seems it's not going to happen. I struggle to see the picture for some or other reason, but it's there. It is there, but I think it's like, we got to handle today, because we're only sure about today. So we don't worry about tomorrow, and we just concentrate on today, and that's it. But the time will come that Ashley will go free, and that is going to be such an amazing time. So yeah, we're looking forward to meeting some of you guys. Hopefully some of you guys will get to meet in person and such. But yeah. Okay guys, so I've been going for like half an hour already. I don't want to use up all your data. Thank you for joining, and I hope that you enjoyed the readings and Ashley's writings. And I intend to do this every Friday. The idea is that Sorry, Candace, you saying, just found out what CAT is as far as time. I'm sorry, Central African time. And yes, I'm happy. Sorry, I know that can be so confusing, all these time zones and stuff. It is so really so confusing. So sorry guys if I've confused you or whatever, but you'll get used to it, I believe. Yeah. So my idea is that I eventually would like to have topics for every day, just doing a quick live stream, you know, just popping in maybe for like half an hour or so, 20 minutes, half an hour. And also, I was thinking maybe Thursday, Thailand, you know, TT. So then I will take you guys around maybe the market or to the wall in the center of town, things like that. Tell you a little bit about the history. And the wall, actually, see now I can't help myself. So that wall was part of that was where the prison was. And at the prison, I'm actually going to record that. I've taken screenshots last year, but they've got nice big boards that explains the whole thing, but obviously it's in Thai. So I'm thinking that I'm going to get a friend to go with me sometime soon, and then I will do a video, maybe a live. Let's see how it goes. Maybe they'll kick me out, I don't know. But anyway, let's see. And then, yeah, we can get that translated. And it is quite interesting. Well, I love history. I know a lot of people don't like history, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Although that's not always possible with me. Thank you so much, Susan, for praying. You guys are amazing. Those prayers really does keep us going. It do keep us going, really. You know, we don't realize what prayers, the power of praying, and especially when we wake up early morning hours or sometimes during the day, sometimes they would just drop a thought in my head and randomly wherever I am at that stage, and it's like, I've got to pray for this person or for this situation or whatever. And although we might never know, you know, what happens, but for us, in Ashley's case, you know, if we wake up or we go about our day and suddenly Ashley's name, you know, comes up, just pray, just say whatever comes in your head, even if it's just a word, you know, because we don't know the situation Ashley is in at that stage. And is it like, was it like Moses, Joseph, and Aaron, I think, if I remember my Bible history correctly, they had to hold up his hands, and as long as his hands was up, the Israelites, they were winning. But when the arms got tired, and before they realized they needed to, you know, to hold up the arms, then they would be overcome. So that is how I see it when we pray for each other. And don't think it's just a stupid thought, because it's not it. Just pray, it doesn't matter what. You know, what you think by yourself. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I would probably, God willing, if I live, I'll see you next week again. And yes, thank you for your prayers, Christy. Really appreciate it, and thank you once again for your support with the Back a Buddy campaign, guys. Bless you guys so much. Yeah, we're really so thankful, you guys. It's really like a mountain off our shoulders. Yeah, so thank you so much, and bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. So it's starting to get dark on my side, and it is a little bit less hot but we are in hot season at this stage. So it will be getting, April is the hottest month, so please keep that in your prayers for Ashley as well. As she said, outside the sun is, you know, it's all nice for us, but inside it is scorching. It is really scorching hot. So yeah, thank you guys, bless you guys, and we'll see you soon. And please do share those articles about the human trafficking. I really would appreciate that. If you would go back in, on the page, you will find the video that I believe I did post it. I better go and check. 2 years ago, whatever, about these scam centers around. It's literally around Cambodia, Laos, and then especially Burma, Myanmar. It's terrible. It really is terrible. I believe that 2 people have been sent back to South Africa, but the others, embassy says they're apparently trying to raise funds. So I did reach out to them, and they said they will let me know, because I offered and I said that, you know, I could try my best to raise funds and put the word out there. And they replied back and said, thank you, we will let you know, but we've got everything under control. So yes, but we do hope that somewhere there would be some, you know, I don't know, Zane, if you are able to speak to the relevant people to get a fund up and going, maybe for these guys, because how long are they gonna, how long are they gonna take before these guys are, before they will be able to raise enough funds? It's already been 2 weeks. It's already been 2 weeks. And I can tell you one thing, Ashley was sick for 1 month when she was transferred to this big prison, because she couldn't access her account. She had no money, and she had to drink the water, the watered down rice, and she was down for a whole month back in January 2022. So it's terrible, and they still at the same camp, just in another building. And yeah, I've offered to take them food, get it to them in some way, I don't know, but well, we can only do it so much. But we'll pray for them for strength, that God would just keep them, and they, yeah, but mentally it's very hard for them as well as physically. Okay guys, thank you so much. Bless you. I will see you again.